What is going on, Gemini? This is your girl, Miss RHW, with another love reading for y'all for Taurus season. Oh my god. It's about to slow itself down. Hopefully, a little bit. This is a smidge. We don't know, actually. Let's just be honest, okay? We've had lots of crazy things happen to Taurus energy in the last 5 years. As far as that, like being a nice, gradual, like progressive energy into the summer to a lightning bolt into the summer and very little time to prepare. And it's just like gather your resources because shit's about to be a weird, bumpy ride. It's been weird. It's been weird. But hopefully, excuse me, guys, my nose is itchy. Uh, hopefully, we have some consensus of what's going on. Okay. So, of course, if you are a Gemini, of course, this is your reading, of course. This is a reading for the collective of Gemini. So, of course, if some parts of this reading may resonate with you, just remember that this is also for other Geminis that have different stories to tell or stories going on. Okay. If you want a reading that's going to be more tailored to you, or if some points in this reading did resonate and you'd like to take a closer look, there is information in the description box below for you to book your own reading. Why do you have the sun coming up too? Interesting. Oh my goodness. Because Taurus had the sun come up, but in their main reading. I think somebody has been exposed for sneaking or being a sneaky poo. Somebody who was trying to get information from the sidelines. Well, isn't so much hiding from the people they're trying to get information about. Somebody knows. That or someone came into some more information about the situation. We'll see. Ooh. All these cups. Gemini. Oh, damn. Ooh. This is crazy. The Queen of Pentacles. The fuck? Oh my goodness. Okay. So the situation itself has something to do with stability in some sort of way, but I feel like it's a little bit of maintaining the stability that you have, as well as like enjoying it. Because there's something about this energy. I feel like it's just I don't know. It's made you a little bit harder, if that makes sense. It's kind of made you toughen up in some areas. This is just so interesting to me because these energies really like they're compatible, but it's a imbalance of the energy. So the situation itself has to do with some sort of past connections, past love, some situation where you feel a deep connection, or this could be like this person feels very familiar, or that you're in a situation where it's just everything's really nice, everything's really pleasant, everything's really sweet. The situation, the obstacle is the Three of Cups. So it could be that there is some reminiscing about how something in the past you had used to go, and now, oh excuse me, now there doesn't seem to be that even like platonic connection. Like the friendship started to suddenly change, or you may feel like that maybe there's more friendships involved, or someone feels like they've been shoved to the friend zone in some way. It got romantic at some point, and then it just became platonic. The advice is saying to be romantic. If you want romance in your life, Gemini, you got to start making it happen. I don't think that this is saying that you're not making it happen, but I think that there's something here that's suggesting that there is more. Like if you want some more romance, it's probably best to focus on what kind of romance you're trying to manifest. The outcome shows an unexpected turn of events, something that you didn't see coming. Something pops. Like, what kind of situation is this? So, what does Gemini have in their current situation, the Six of Cups? I want to understand this. What is this situation around the fuck? The Tower? Okay, so the situation in the past was radical and uncertain. I feel like everything just changed and it destroyed your foundation. Whatever you felt like was something you were used to, you could trust, you could be familiar with, proved to be otherwise. So, but this doesn't explain to me why why Gemini is coming up with the Six of Cups. Maybe for some of you, you guys are really interacting with an ex. For others of you, it could be that a situation with somebody has lost some sort of stability. Like this, like the Six of Cups. I think maybe at one point it was really fun, it was playful, and then the Tower happened. Something. What? Seven of Pentacles. Well, whatever it was, it made you think. It made you think twice about whether or not this was something you wanted to invest time and energy into. Like I think before you could really decide whether or not this is something you wanted, it kind of just imploded. Maybe it just didn't wait for your decision to be like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I see this kind of sort of relationship to the end, and it decided to just end on its own, out of your control. So there's some sort of reminisce sort of vibe with the Six of Cups. Then someone's just kind of thinking about how things used to be, maybe remembering an old side of yourself that was more romantic, Gemini. But the obstacle is the Three of Cups. So what's up with the Three of Cups? Why is the Three of Cups in the outcome? Sorry, in the why is it an obstacle? Queen of Wands. Oh Jesus, what? The Queen of Wands can be in Aries, just like the Queen of Pentacles could be a Capricorn. Queens usually signify cardinal signs, but I don't necessarily. They don't need to be the exact signs for this reading. Of course, this remember is for the collective of Gemini, so you all may not be dealing with these energies. However, the type of person that this energy is bringing up is someone that's usually kind of aggressive or headstrong. Like they don't necessarily have indecision in their body. They kind of move very sharply, very direct. They don't necessarily have inhibitions. The Queen of Wands, and when she wants something, she goes and gets it. She's one of the she's I think she's the most masculine queen in the whole tarot. So, but then paired it with the most feminine king in the tarot. Like damn, King of Cups is a very sensitive energy. This person does not like to be treated or talked to any sort of way. And they have a specific sort of conduct with them. You gotta be very gentle. With the Queen of Wands, she's not careful at all. She's not gentle. She doesn't care about how you feel. Like, and it's not really like to say that she doesn't care about how you feel because she does care, but she has to express herself, and she has to express herself without having to overthink her steps because it may not be authentic to what she's trying to say. So it's like a very interesting reconnection, possibly between these two types of energies. Um, this isn't to say this is a man or a woman. It can be any gender. It's just the when he or she comes up, he's referring to action. She refers to me being the reciprocal. So it doesn't always mean that this is to do with a man or a woman, guys. But I do feel like with this vibe, this person has been very directive. The feminine sort of energy has been very directive, very come on, come hither, like let's do this, let's do that. The King of Cups may have been compliant to a certain degree, but he may have had under other intentions. And I say other intentions is that like he may not have communicated that he wanted to do it, but he played along. Why am I getting this vibe? Is this even accurate? Pull in one more. Judgment. Yep, I knew it. See, this person was playing. Like I say, the person was playing because judgment is all about making the decision, transform or die. I feel like this person was putting up with some things in the beginning, but they didn't agree with the process. They didn't really want to do whatever they were doing, and I feel like at some point it was bubbling up. It was starting to get to a point where they needed to say something, and they may have decide maybe they have already decided I don't really know. The King of Cups is just not very good at communicating, period. And neither is the Queen of Wands. But the King of Cups, especially, he's just quiet, quiet, quiet. It's a gesture that he's dissatisfied or unhappy. And then Judgment just be like, okay, which one you want? Like, just be real. Like, is this annoying you? You're gonna blow up. You're gonna end this whole situation, aren't you? But the situation is saying like your advice is the Knight of Cups. This is someone that's learning to be more emotionally vulnerable, maybe to be very sensitive, or to recognize that your feelings are not the only feelings that are important. But I don't think that's really your message, to be honest with you. Oh, maybe Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is very compassionate. She's the mom, She's the mom of the Knight of Cups. She's always listening to the little boy's stories and the dreams that he has, even though they may be unrealistic or he's not really doing anything to make it happen. And she's seeing that and she just loves him dreaming. She just thinks that any dreams and ideas that you have, you deserve to have them. Not ever, encouraging the boy to do something that actually makes those things a reality, which is why I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is coming out. There's some sort of hard exterior that's going on that's keeping the soft, pudgy inside soft and pudgy. But the Queen of Pentacles is your advice. Like, sorry, the Knight of Cups is your advice because the Queen of Cups. There's some sort of energy. I feel like, okay, like you've been starting off with the queens. This is why I'm thinking, okay, there is a little bit of like maybe there's just been too sharp. Maybe there's just too sharp, too aggressive or something. I don't know, because your advice is saying like be romantic, be soft, be vulnerable, be yielding. You know what I mean? You don't have to take you don't have to take control, especially if you don't want to. Not saying you should wait for someone to baby you. I'm not saying that, but there is something about the way that your nature is at the moment. It's not. It could be saying that it's time to soften. Like she is the softest queen. She's the softest. She's softer. Uh, let's see. You know, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. Who? What other queen? Queen of Swords. Yeah, she's the softest. I was right. She's the softest. She's softer. She's hard. She's harder. You know what I mean? Queen of Swords. She's cold. She's hard and cold. But I feel like she's softest, harder, and the Queen of Swords hardest. You don't get any softer than the Queen of Cups. Like not really. Queen of Pentacles, she likes to take care of people, but she's got a strict regimen. She likes, she stays on on a routine. She eats she has a certain diet. You know what I mean? She's got a strict work schedule. She's on a budget. You know what I mean? There's just too many things going on. It's not really living lavish, living comfortable. She's doing everything to maintain a lavish lifestyle or maintain a well feeling body. You know what I'm saying? She's putting work in. So to me, I feel like the advice is suggesting to become more yielding. That's my feeling. Become more like maybe it's just asking you to be more imaginative or something like that. Because Three of Cups is the obstacle. That's really weird. It's not really much of an obstacle. If somebody feels like they're being put in the friend zone, it could be just because someone is not noticing. So it's not noticing that they may be blocking someone else's out, maybe someone else out. Because the night, like I said, Queen of Wands, she doesn't always know what she's doing. It's affecting other people around her. She's just doing her thing and living authentically, and she doesn't feel like she should have to be stifled for that. But then the King of Cups wants to be noticed too. He wants to be considered, and if he's always considering the other person, which is more than likely what's happening, then he's going to find it to be hard for him to really show up in the way that he wants to or to feel as authentic as the other person. But it's weird. The King of Cups needs someone to give him space, or he will go find his own space. Because I get this vibe with Judgment. He's like, well, I'll give it one more chance. I'll give it another shot. You know? And then now, like the tower and all this, it's just like, well, this person finally take action and just do something out of the blue, and you didn't really get forewarning because they expected you to figure it out through all their gestures and the way they were feeling and how you were related to them. Because let's be honest, that's pain. Like, I don't know if that's a pain in the ass for you, but looking at this from somebody else's point of view, I'd be like, what? For real? What? So now I gotta look at the tower. See, this is what I'm saying. Taurus is gonna be mad at me. Taurus is gonna be mad. 10 of Wands. Yeah, somebody just kept it all to themselves. Never said anything. 10 of Wands. Carry the load of burdens. And then they finally just either pop their backs or, yeah. The 8 of Wands, it happened so fast. You didn't know what, it was happening. It was just kind of like out of the blue. It's like, how is this fair? I feel like, I don't really know. Like, I mean, it could just be that the others, nobody was talking. The opportunity to communicate was there, but nobody took the opportunity. And now the situation is just coming to a head because, being gentle, romantic, and be open to communication on so many different levels, not just on the word plane. That's what's possibly being asked. It's like, hey, we got to possibly be sensitive. We got to be sensitive. We got to notice what someone else is feeling a certain way. It's very interesting. Sometimes maybe being direct isn't always the option. I don't know. To each their own. Everyone's advice is different. And for you, Gemini, it's got something to do with being softer, so being gentler, being receptive to the information around you. Because the Queen of Wands, she's firing away. She's doing her thing. She's not stopping. Ritual. Interesting. All right. Though there are, let's see. All right. Just wanted to make sure y'all can hear me. Though there may be unknown forces surrounding and working for you, you are being prompted to join in through dedicated study and physical action. Beneficial esoteric teachings are worthwhile pursuing, and a deeper connection with another is being forged, perhaps without you even realizing it. But be careful of secrets and confidential knowledge that may cause harm. Hmm. Gemini, just be careful out here. I don't know what this situation is. It's take what resonates, leave the rest. For some of y'all, if I hope it's not really happening. Some weird stuff. Hey, this is Taurus season for y'all. Let me know how it resonates with y'all. But of course, until next time, Gemini. See y'all later. Bye.